What's up guys, Cody here with ATP Garage. In today's video we're doing one of my favorite things, which is automotive detailing. Specifically in this video we're going to be putting something to the test. We're actually going to be trying out this Salty Captain Co detailing bucket. So I'm going to open up the bucket with you guys here on camera, show you what I got, show you the chemicals that I'm excited to try out, and then we have two things that we're going to wash in this video. I'm going to wash my dirty 4Runner that's overdue for a car wash, and we're actually going to put this stuff to the test on my trailer as well. Trailer's been sitting outside for quite a bit, so I really want to put this stuff to the test, see if it can knock out that dirt and grime. So without further ado, let's pop open this bucket. Let's see what we got. All right guys, let's dive into the bucket, see what we got. So first off, we have the musket. So if you're not familiar with this product, this is essentially like a snow foamer. So you hook it up to your garden hose, so you don't have to necessarily use a power washer. But you're able to snow foam down your vehicle when you're washing it. These things are really cool, but I'm excited to try out Salty Captain Co.'s version of it. In addition to that, we have a grit guard. These are a must when you're detailing. This keeps all the contaminants and stuff down at the bottom of the bucket when you're using a wash mitt. So when we put the wash mitt in the bucket, we want to keep all the dirt and contaminants that we get off the vehicle at the bottom, not on our mitt and not on our paint. So we're really clutch to have that. We'll put that at the bottom of the bucket when we do the wash today. In addition to that, we have two different style of wheel brushes, a softer and a harder. So this one's more for tires. This one's going to be more for your wheels. It's got the Salty Captain Co. branding on the back. Can we just appreciate the logo? I think that's probably one of the sickest logos I've seen, particularly for a detailing company. In addition to that, we have some glass cleaner. We have some interior cleaner. We also have a 4-wheel drive and RV wash. Now this, when I looked at it specifically, is for like anti-corrosion and things like that. It also has an inhibiting formula in it, so I'm assuming it's going to be like an iron remover or act as an iron remover, so we'll definitely put that to the test. And in addition to that, there's a grease attack. And I'm really excited about this because I had to drive the 4Runner into downtown the other day, and unfortunately some road grime splashed up onto the bottom of the car. So we'll definitely be putting this grease attack to the test to see if it can actually knock that road grime off there from driving in downtown the other day. And that's what we have in the bucket. We have sprayers for each of the chemicals as well. So without further ado, we're gonna put all this stuff to the test. We'll take you guys along for the ride. Hopefully you guys enjoy the wash. And at the end of this video, I'll give you my thoughts on these products, how well they did, if I recommend purchasing them, and if you should purchase them yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. All right guys, so we drug the trailer out of the backyard. You can see it's got green moss and dirt on the tires and everything. It's been sitting for a while, so we'll get this thing cleaned up using the Salty Captain Co. chemicals. Got everything right here. Also got the 4Runner out here as well. White cars honestly hide filth very well, so probably on camera it doesn't look all that dirty, but we're gonna put this stuff to the test and I'll tell you guys how it goes. Okay guys, so we got the musket all attached and put together. They have a really good video on their website on how to do this. I do want to add, in the US we won't use this, at least I didn't, just because I don't have a quick connect. So it does screw directly into the garden hose without this adapter. With that being said, the quick connect that they do supply you with is to switch between the musket nozzle and the snow foam sprayer, or the foam sprayer. So I'll show you guys this in action, and then we'll get started using the chemicals. On the musket, it's off, water, and then foam. I don't have any soap in the canister right now, but you can see it working. So we're gonna switch it right back to water. So we put it on water only, and then we'll use this to rinse down the vehicle. I will say, if you don't have a power washer, this is pretty trick. Or if you're in a place where you only have access to a garden hose without your power washer, this definitely does increase the flow or increase the pressure of the water. So you could definitely use this as a standalone device to wash the vehicles. Okay, so before we get started, we're gonna rinse out our bucket here. We're gonna rinse off our grit guard, put that in the bottom of the bucket here. Then we're gonna get our chemicals, we're gonna put them in there. We're gonna fill this up with some of the wash that's over there as well. Probably gonna use the RV and 4-wheel drive wash because this is pretty grimy. We're gonna start on the trailer, and then we're gonna move over to the 4Runner over there. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, wash bucket's rinsed out. We got some solution poured in there in the bucket. Only complaint so far is the grit guard's a little small for the bucket, but not a big deal. But on the back of the four-wheel drive and RV wash, it does recommend that you use between 30 and 50 milliliters in the musket. So we put it to the max, put it at the 50 milliliter mark, and we're going to throw that in the musket, and we will fill this up with water. We put a little bit of this solution in there as well as mentioned, and then we're going to attack the grime on this trailer because this is filthy. So let's see what it does. All right, we got the solution in the musket. Let's see what she does. Switch it to soap. And as you can see, we got soap coming out of there. It's mixing in the canister. And you see on the trailer, we got soap. That's pretty cool. This musket's pretty slick. Like I said, if you don't have a power washer, this is definitely pretty cool. It's definitely an option. So I'll finish snow foaming this trailer down, and then we'll get to work on washing it. I don't know how well it's going to come up on camera. Obviously, the wood being wet, it changes colors, but the chemical actually got rid of all the mold and grossness that was on the boards from this thing sitting outside. And man, I don't know if the camera picks it up because obviously it's wet, but it is so much cleaner. Hopefully you can see on the time lapse, this wheel changed colors. It's white again. But I'm going to take you around to the other side where I haven't scrubbed yet and show you guys this stuff in action. So if you guys can see that mold grime, see how it's coming off now? It's not stuck on there. This four-wheel drive cleaner from Salty Captain Co. is eating it right off. He lightly hit it with a brush, and I'm saying lightly, like barely even scrubbing it, comes right off. Just melts the dirt straight off this thing. Look at that. Minimal scrubbing. Boom. Pretty impressive stuff. I hit this thing with the musket and rinse it off. This thing will look brand new. So far, that's my favorite chemical in the bunch, but we'll try everything else out as promised. Just a quick reminder, we're using the four-wheel drive and RV wash from Salty Captain Co. And honestly, we haven't even put a dent in the bottle, and we're pretty much done with the trailer. You can see how dirty the water is too. Hopefully that comes up on camera. But I'm gonna scrub this wheel right now and show you guys how well of a job it is. Get some of the cleaner on the brush. Come on out. And it's just eating the dirt right off this thing. It's awesome. Dirt and grime and everything else. So I'm going to finish scrubbing this thing up. As you can see, it's clearly working. Use the softer brush for the actual wheel. You see that stuff coming right off there. Even some of the rust is coming off the wheel. Really cool. So we'll finish cleaning this up. We'll finish the trailer and we'll move on to the 4Runner. Off the water after washing the trailer. See how that car, we are going to break out the power washer because I like to do this stuff kind of fast. So we're going to still use four-wheel drive and RV wash. I'm going to put this in there based off of the dilution ratios on the back of the bottle. I'll get this set up for the size bottle I have, and then we'll foam the car. And I do want to point out, this stuff has a pH of 12, which is pretty high. Anything above 7 is pretty high. So that's how it's able to break down dirt, grease, grime, everything like that. So you just got to be really careful with chemicals that have a high pH like this. But as long as you follow the directions, you should be okay. All right, let's see how clean this thing comes without touching the car at all. We just foamed it down. We'll hose it off. We'll see how clean it comes. All right, so foamed it down, came out really well, looking really good. There are some places though where the road tar, as expected, didn't come off all the way. That's no fault to the cleaner. That's just road tar is really hard to get off, which is why I'm glad I got the grease attack. So we'll put the spray nozzle on this guy, get to work on that, and then we'll get the grease or the tar off the bottom of the car. and then we'll wash the wheels. And all right, so foamed it down, came out really well, looking really good. There are some places though where the road tar, as expected, didn't come off all the way. That's no fault to the cleaner. That's just road tar is really hard to get off, which is why I'm glad I got the grease attack. So we'll put the spray nozzle on this guy, get to work on that, and then we'll get the grease or the tar off the bottom of the car, and then we'll wash the wheels, and then we'll dry this thing up, and we'll give you my final thoughts. Yeah, and I just realized it's probably not going to come up on camera because it's actually on my rails. Looks like the part on the paint did come off, but we're going to use this grease attack to get this stuff clean. I'll let you guys know how it works. So far, this stuff smells really good. It smells citrusy, which is what it says on the back. But I think the other cool thing is it's environmentally friendly and biodegradable, which is cool too, since I do wash my cars outside. So want to be friendly to the environment while washing the cars. But I'm going to get this stuff on these running boards, get this tar off. You can kind of see it down there if you look. Let me see if I can show it. It's down in there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up because it's kind of dark, but it's basically road tar that got flung up from the wheels. Grease attack worked like a charm. Got the running boards all clean. No, it doesn't pick up on camera, but you just have to take my word for it. So next up, we'll do the wheels, and then after we do the wheels, we'll dry it off. Brushes. Get the scrubbing on these wheels. Come back together. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. 4Runner's looking all clean. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dry it off with the drying towel that came with it. This has the hook and loop design, which is my favorite design for drying off vehicles, and I'll show you why right now. And the reason I like hook and loop is you take a panel that's soaking wet like this, throw your towel on it, and this is the hook and loop. You just drag it over, dry. Works amazing. Hook and loop towels are phenomenal. Probably the best drying towel you can get. Hook and loop design. All right, so I'll get the rest of this thing dried up, and then I'll do the two interior things, glass cleaner and interior cleaner, and then I'll give you my thoughts. All right, almost done with this detail. Do the glass cleaner, do the interior. Just like that, glass is all clean. Take a look at it. All right, last but not least, interior cleaner. So we just vacuumed, so you can see the feet print on the mats. Give this stuff a little spritz. Wipe it down. See what this stuff does. Well, let's say this stuff smells really, really good. It smells really good. And honestly, guys, in real time and not surprising, stuff worked great. Mats are nice and clean. They'll dry out. All the feet prints will be gone, and we'll be out of here. So, gotta say, really impressed with Salty Captain detailing products, and really impressed with the scent of this cleaner. Actually, it smells really, really good. What's up, guys? Hopefully you enjoyed that video. As you can see, 4Runner's nice and clean. Trailer's all nice and clean, so I'm happy about that. Got all the dirt and grime off that thing after it sat outside for a long time, so really happy with it. But to answer the question, should you or should you not buy the Salty Captain Co. detailing kit for yourself? My recommendation is buy it. It works really well. 4Runner's nice and shiny, trailer's nice and shiny. You guys have to check this stuff out for yourself. And I'll remind you of the kit that I have. And just as a reminder, the kit that I have and the stuff that I use today is the Salty Captain Co. bucket, the glass cleaner, interior cleaner, the 2 brushes, one for the tires, one for the wheels. Now, you could technically use this on different things as well. Like I use this brush on the trailer, the wash mint. We also use the grease attack, the 4-wheel drive and RV wash. This stuff worked phenomenal cutting the grime and stuff off on the trailer. This stuff took care of the road tar on the 4Runner. The interior cleaner worked really well as well. It smells phenomenal. Just the scent alone is top notch. And then the glass cleaner, really impressed with the fact that much like some other products on the market, it's streak free, doesn't have like a strong scent or anything like that. And it does really well of cutting down any grime on the glass as well. And then last but not least, the musket. This thing's pretty cool. I didn't think I was going to like it, but honestly, really, really nice touch to the kit. Frankly, even if you have a power washer, I probably am going to use that from time to time, just because for simple little things, when I don't want to break out the power washer, that thing's going to be pretty legit. You could put your product in here and then it acts as a snow foam cannon essentially, or you just have the regular musket, which is just more of like a pressure adder essentially, so that it can spray out the water out of your garden hose. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I personally recommend Salty Captain Co. products. I've tried them out for myself in this video. As you can see, they work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please like. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. We really do appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in that next video.